He sat alone in the dark. No chains. No screams. Just silence thick enough to drown the soul. This was not a prison of stone. It was a cell carved by gods who feared what he might become. And in that silence, he remembered. Before he was feared. Before he was cursed. Before he was even named. There was only the boy. A nameless orphan. In a land ruled by gods and demons, the most feared name once belonged to a child with no name. Before he shook the heavens, he bled in the mud. The winter in Ravkarth could skin a beast alive. Snow fell like shards, not flakes. Horses died mid-step. Villagers burned their homes for warmth. And in the middle of this frozen apocalypse, a child stumbled across the shattered gates of Varnokel Fortress. He had no name. No memory. Only a scar shaped like a crooked crescent across his collarbone, and eyes too empty for someone his age. Soldiers at the gate argued. One said he'd die by dawn. Another placed a coin on it. Sergeant Thorin, a half-drunk warhound with a missing eye, growled from the shadows. He walked here through that. Let the gods decide the rest. The gates creaked open. The boy entered Varnokel. It was not a city. It was a graveyard with roofs. An outpost turned fortress turned war camp. It smelled of steel, fire, and despair. Men trained in the yard until their fingers split. Orders were barked. Deaths were counted. Nobody remembered birthdays. The boy was thrown into the servant quarters. Made to clean blood, fetch arrows, cook for drunk soldiers. He didn't speak. Didn't cry. Not even when slapped. Some thought he was broken. Others whispered about a curse. But Sergeant Thorin kept an eye on him. One evening, watching sparring from the terrace, he muttered, "That one. He watches like a wolf. Doesn't blink. Doesn't beg." A soldier laughed. "So did I when I was his age. You pissed yourself when the gates first opened." The laughter stopped. The boy watched it all. Remembered every strike. Every miss. Every weak stance. One night, the boy snuck out of the barracks and mimicked sword movements with a stick. He had seen enough to try. But he moved like a skeleton. Stiff. Slow. Thorin caught him. Instead of punishment, he handed the boy a wooden sword. Lesson 1. Pain teaches faster than words. He struck the boy in the ribs. Hard. The boy coughed blood but stood. Thorin grinned. Good. Again. For months, this became routine. No one else knew. Just bruises hidden under torn cloth. Silent grunts echoing in empty halls. By the time the boy turned 13, he could move silently, fight dirty, and endure pain like a ghost. But he still had no name. Every year, Varnokel held the trial of Firepit. Trainees walked barefoot across heated stone. Bones broke. Screams echoed. The boy was never enrolled. But this year, he walked into the line uninvited.